Pacific for our next story, where North Korean leader Kim Jong Un has announced plans to advance both nuclear and conventional military capabilities. The new dual policy is expected to be unveiled at the upcoming 9th Congress of the Workers' Party of Korea. According to state media, Kim made the remarks during recent inspections of weapons research centers, stressing the importance of building both nuclear forces and conventional arms simultaneously. On Friday, he also oversaw a sniper shooting drill, a move that highlights Pyongyang's ongoing focus on military readiness. These domestic activities follow Kim's high-profile trip to Beijing, where he met with Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin, a visit that has elevated his international profile ahead of the key party meeting. We are now joined by Dr. Sanjay Kumar. He is a journalist and he works for the Korea Herald, and he's joining us live from Seoul. Thank you very much, Dr. Kumar, for joining us here on the program. Dr. Kumar, North Korea and their military is always at the forefront of their public image. How do you see their military moving forward in both a nuclear and just their conventional military capabilities, which is the only media we usually seem to come out of the sanctioned country?
Well, this military policy of Pyongyang is not a new one. It is in the public since decades, and especially the long-held military doctrine of Byongjin is coming out once again. We can see in that way to modernize the warfare tactics and conventional as well as the nuclear forces. So this Byongjin extension, we should see it in that way. But yes, it is also a follow-up to what has been decided and announced in 2021 Congress when they vowed to have spy satellites and solid fuel ICBMs. So now I think North Korea wants to leverage their relationship with Russia, where they have sent 15,000 troops, according to media reports and some other sources in Seoul and Europe. So this should be seen as an extension of not only just Byongjin, but as well as what they were trying to do from 2021 Congress announcement.
Yes, and Dr. Kumar, what exactly is North Korea's objective here in building up its military? Of course, it's a very isolated country. No one really knows what goes on there. However, why do they put out these shows and signs of military strength?
Well, they had been following this Juche ideology of self-reliance, and Byongjin had been their main philosophy of military. Their doctrine is centered around this too. But ideally, their military thinks that wars are fought and won on the ground. And when they see military exercises from US, ROK, Japan alliance, they want to give a very practical message and practical way of tackling with the military ground. And that is why they keep spending not only monetary wise, but also on the ground tactics. And recently, warfares have changed. The recent warfares we can see in Gaza, in Russia-Ukraine war. So it looks like North Korea is very well aware right now, and they want to modernize it, especially when it comes to spy satellites. And like Russian technology is still very much up to date. So they want to take leverage of it, and they are trying to build the military which can at least protect the regime of Pyongyang. We can see in that way.
Yes, and Dr. Kumar, what's the feeling from South Korea? Of course, President Lee Jae-myung actually campaigned on a wanting of easing of tensions in the Korean peninsula. What are the feelings there when video footage comes out like this and you get information like this just north of the border?
Well, South Korea has always denounced this kind of military expansion of the North. The ideology remains same here in among the public as well as the political and the government, that North Korea must be denuclearized. But you know that these things looks very difficult from North Korean perspective. But the new government in South Korea is trying to bring a peaceful coexistence kind of situation here. And recently, when President Lee Jae-myung and President Trump, when they met, when Trump said that he wants to be he just is a peacemaker, but President Lee Jae-myung responded with like he wants to be pacemaker. So that pace from South Korea perspective looks in the direction of denuclearization, as well as, if not denuclearization, at least peaceful coexistence of inter-Korean relations and the entire Korean peninsula. So South Korean people, they are tired of these military exercises, not only in South Korea, but North Korea and entire region. So if you ask me, the common people's perspective, they want a very, here people have faced the hardships of war and they know what exactly war is. So South Koreans are very peaceful people. Even foreign residents here also, they don't want any kind of escalation or conflict. They want North Korea to be peaceful, if not denuclearized, and South Korea also to be not engaged in this kind of military capability enhancement. Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, thank you very much for giving us your insight on that and taking the time